The Commanders agree to sign defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, acquire left tackle Laremy Tunsil from the Texans. The AP source says. So Tunsil comes from the Houston Texans to the Commanders. Javon Kinlaw acquired from the Jets, also headed to the Commanders. You see Kinlaw right there. And you see Laremy Tunsil right here. Again, as he heads from the Texans to the Commanders, Javon Kinlaw. Looks like his last team was the Jets, as the Commanders acquire him as well. Right there. Okay, so I'll read a little bit of this, and this is going to be a quick breakdown, okay? And I'm really breaking down these NFL free agent signings, right? It's the off season, but we got a lot of NFL news. Okay, and that's according to the AP, this is two big splashes Monday in the opening hours of NFL free agency, agreeing to terms with defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, and once again acquiring standout offensive tackle Laremy Tunsil in a trade with the Texans. Okay, so the Tunsil move was a trade. Okay, and a person with the knowledge of the moves told the Associated Press this. Okay, so this connected with Monday. I am now on Tuesday as I'm recording this. Okay, so one day later, this is still a trending story. And the person spoke anonymously because the deal with Kinlaw cannot be official until the start of the new league year on Wednesday, and the trade for Tunsil had not been announced. The Commanders are sending a 2025 third and seventh round picks and a 2026 second and fourth round picks to Houston for the 5-time Pro Bowl selection and a fourth rounder this year. The person said a second person told the AP that Kinlaw's deal is worth $45 million over the next 3 seasons with $30 million guaranteed. Kinlaw, 27, becomes a replacement for Jonathan Allen after the second longest tenured player in the organization was released last week. And you see Javon Kinlaw here. Trinidadian professional American football defensive tackle. He played college football for the South Carolina Gamecocks. He was selected by the 49ers in the first round of the 2020 draft. And you see Laremy Tunsil here. American professional football offensive tackle coming from the Texans to the Commanders. He played college football for the Ole Miss Rebels and was selected by the Dolphins in the first round of the 2016 draft. Tunsil, who turns 30 early in training camp, provides a major upgrade at left tackle for quarterback Jaden Daniels. And remember, they acquired Deebo Samuel as well. And if I'm not mistaken, they landed another player recently. I'm looking over here at my breakdowns because I think I just did another breakdown with the Commanders acquiring another player. See if I can find that. I might be wrong though. Yeah, they acquired Deebo Samuel. You see it right here. See, they acquired Deebo Samuel right there, wide receiver. And that guy comes from the 49ers as well. Okay? And in this breakdown here, they're also acquiring Javon Kinlaw coming from the Jets, but he was selected by the 49ers in the 2020 draft. And there may be one other. Is it? No, it's not Devontae Adams. All right, so maybe not. That may be it. But the Commanders have been trending a lot. And remember they had a pretty decent season and they got bounced out by the eventual Super Bowl champion Eagles, right? So let's we'll get directly into this breakdown. Okay, and there's not a whole lot of slides. I want to try to make this semi-simple. Again, I break down these trending stories. There's been a lot of these free agent signings lately, and I've covered a lot of them. But let's full screen this, and I want to show you some interesting connections. I mean, here's one to start off. Javon Kinlaw, again, coming from the Jets. Here, look at his birthday. Now it syncs up with the 10 and the 3. Look at this. His birthday is October 3rd, 103. And I just did this trending story. Emila Osment filing for divorce from her husband of less than 5 months, musician Jack Anthony Farina. Look at her birthday. Her birthday is the 10th day of the 3rd month, trending. And Javon Kinlaw's birthday, 10/3. So you get 103 with October 3rd with Kinlaw, and then you get 103 with Emily Osment, the 10th day of the 3rd month, trending. And I just did that breakdown like yesterday. And you see how these trending stories connect by the numbers. And she also has the Justin Herbert birthday, which is March 10th as well. So you get a football connection there. And I brought that up during that breakdown. Now, Javon Kinlaw, okay, this story again from Monday, you see the Commanders made 2 big splashes right there, agreeing to terms with Kinlaw. Look at that, 5 months and 7 days after his birthday. And not to mention the birthday for this actor here, actress, whatever. So her birthday and Herbert's birthday, that was Monday as well. So not only do you get the numbers right there matching with the birthday, 103, 103. March 10th was actually Monday. So that's interesting as well. Because you see up at the top right there, 103, and then the 10th day of the 3rd month. But anyways, 5 months and 7 days after Kinlaw's birthday, 5-7, and he heads to the Commanders. Commanders equals 57 in gematria. 5-7, 5-7. And notice his last birthday, you get 57 date numerology. Okay? So 5-7, 5-7, 5-7. He even syncs up with the Commanders in gematria with the language. Okay, so it's not It's not a coincidence, right? He heads to this new team, the Commanders. Commanders has 42 and 165, and that syncs up perfectly in 2 out of the 4 base ciphers. You see reduction and reverse. Javon Kinlaw also has that 42 and 165 as he signs with the Commanders. Look at that. You see that right there? Defensive tackle. And Laremy Tunsil. Notice that's ABC 123 with that cipher, okay? 169 and traded to the Texans on the 69th day of the year. Even March 10th, Monday, leaves 296 days in the year. So you get that 966969 theme going on right there. And the 169 and the 69, that happened with this trending story. And this also involved the Jets because, again, Kinlaw acquired in this free agent signing, but it looks like his former team was the Jets. Well, you get another Jets connection here with Davante Adams, his former team, the Jets, and he signed with the Los Angeles Rams. But look at his full name, that hit and that breakdown. Davante, wide receiver, right? Look at Davante Lavelle Adams, his full name. Look, you get 169. And that was a trending story I covered 2 days ago. So look at how that connects by the numbers. These are facts, by the way. Full name 169. And Laremy Tunsil in this separate trade with the Commanders, you get 169. Okay? And even Los Angeles Rams with that Davante Adams trade, or not trade, that signing. I think it was a signing. Yeah. But look, 160 Los Angeles Rams, 109 Los Angeles. So 160 and 109 and then 169. That's interesting, right? Because then you add this 60 and that 9 right here, and it's 69. So his full name 169, Laremy Tunsil 169, both players trending. And look at this span from this trade to Laremy Tunsil's upcoming August 2nd birthday. 146-day span from the trade to his birthday, from the start to end with the dates. And this is the Commanders. He's traded to the Commanders. That makes me think of who's the commander-in-chief currently on the world stage. And that would be Donald J. Trump. And that's his birthday, 146, the 14th day of the 6th month. And notice how right there they mentioned Grover Cleveland and Trump. Trump joins Cleveland as the only presidents to have served 2 discontinuous terms. That's interesting as they're explaining Trump's the commander-in-chief, the president. But Cleveland, that's amazing because, Cleveland has a football team as well. Isn't it? And isn't Myles Garrett trending with the Cleveland Browns? So you get that 146 connection with Trump's birthday, commander-in-chief. Laremy Tunsil with the 146 connected it to his birthday and this trade. And he heads to the Commanders, Washington, like Washington, D.C., like Washington. Think about the White House. Think about politics. Think about Donald Trump, right? And let me pull up Myles Garrett. And didn't he just sign a big contract? Garrett and the Browns are dug in for the foreseeable future, agreeing on a 4-year extension. You see that right there? So you get Cleveland there, and that's cool how they mention Grover Cleveland right here, and I just kind of caught that on the fly. So you get Grover Cleveland as Cleveland is trending with that other football signing, and we're not done because Trump is currently age 78, and Laremy, how do you pronounce it? Laremy Tunsil, he's got 78 on his jersey, at least for the Texans. We'll see if it changes with the Commanders. So Trump's 78. He's got 78 on his jersey. Trump's got the 146th birthday. And this is a 146-day span from the trade to Tunsil's birthday, 146. Look how that connects. Okay? And left tackle. I mean, it should say right tackle. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because you got right wing here. Well, and look, he comes from the Texans, T like Trump. But a left tackle, that would have been more amazing if it was right tackle, because then you get right wing politics there. But left, that still kind of connects, as you see Mr. Biden up there, as he's synced up with the left, right? Okay, so nice. I mean, damn, the thumbnail hits. I really enjoy putting these thumbnails together. But that all, just a nice simple breakdown for y'all, again, by the numbers. And you can just go over all of these videos that I'm putting out. And just watch a couple of them if you would like. Even Kinlaw, that's interesting, right? Because you get law, right? And, you could even look at law backwards, and it's kind of like wall, right? With one less L, and wall obviously connected to Trump here. So that's cool. Okay, and you see these connections, and hopefully this kind of exposes our language a little bit. This is like a scripted fake world that we're living in, y'all. Okay? Big time. Even with that 103 right there, 310, look at that. Politics and BS equal 103 with that Washington connection. Politics and BS in gematria equate to 103. Even politics equals 113. So you get the 1 and the 3, and Donald equals 31 to sync up with that 310 right there. 310 is like 31. And I feel like I want to show you that. So let me open up this calculator. You see it right here? Check this out. Politics. Look, 103 and 113. And you see how that 103 connects with Monday's date and the Javon Kinlaw birthday. Look at that. And connected with Donald Trump. Look at that. Even Donald equals 50 like politics. But let me type in, look, BS. Look, 103, 113. Look at the 31 and the 50 right there. Donald, 31 and 50. You see that right there? Okay? I mean, I feel like I needed to mention that, okay? So, amazing. And don't forget, Emily Osment's got the Justin Herbert birthday with that 103. And you see how that trending divorce just syncs up with this football. signing and trade here. Now I'm going to go back to the article. All right, and let's just see if anything else wants to pop out at us here. So again, the Commanders are sending a 2025 third and seventh round picks. The 37 has been hitting lately as well. Recently, and let me show you that. So let me highlight this for you, and I want to quickly show you. So the Commanders are sending a 2025 third and seventh round picks and a 2026 second and fourth round picks to Houston for the 5-time Pro Bowl selection Tunsil and a fourth rounder this year. But watch when I pull up. Let me pull up because we had a death. Former NFL offensive. Is this it right here? Yeah, former NFL offensive lineman. So these linemen and these big guys we're getting a lot of these stories with signings with them. Okay, and look, former NFL offensive lineman turned broadcaster Craig Wolfley dies. So another trending story involving these like huge football players and not just your average size football players, right? Offensive linemen. We've had retirements. Mitch Morse retired, Jacksonville Jaguars. I think he was a center. And then Joe Tooney acquired by the Bears. I believe he's a guard, an offensive lineman, if I'm not mistaken. But another trending story with a couple of big dudes, right? But look at with this Craig Wolfley breakdown. He has 73 on his jersey, and look at the 103 connected there as well. Steelers 103, most of his career with the Steelers. And he died, look at that, Monday 103, the 10th day of the third month. So I know that that's not a coincidence as we get all of these players who are, they're similar positions with these free agent signings trending. But look, cancer, he died of cancer. Cancer equals 37. He played a little bit of his time with the Vikings. Vikings equals 37. And again, he has 73 on his jersey. So he died right there Monday. You see that right there? And that 37-73 connection and how that connects over here with the third and seventh round picks involved in this trade for Laremy Tunsil right there. Okay? Texans to the Commanders, right? So I hope let me read a little bit of this. A first round pick by San Francisco out of South Carolina. That's Kinlaw in 2020. Let me get rid of that. When Peters was in the 49ers front office, Kinlaw had 4.5 sacks and 40 tackles last season with the New York Jets. After spending his first 4 seasons with the Niners, we're seeing a lot of fours. He has 9.5 sacks, 124 tackles, and 64 regular season and playoff games. The addition of Kinlaw strengthens an already formidable position, even when subtracting Allen from the Commanders, who still have 2022 Pro Bowl pick Darren Payne and 2024 second round pick Johnny Newton as their interior defensive linemen. After re-signing 6-time All-Pro linebacker Bobby Wagner and bringing back veteran tight end Zach Ertz. Peters is expected to target edge rushers, among others, in free agency, the draft, and potential trades. Peters already made one big acquisition with another player he's familiar with, and I mentioned that earlier, Deebo Samuel. And again, you get the Niners synced up with that trade. I don't know who Peters is, who they're speaking of. Oh, he's the GM. Super job to our GM, Adam Peters. Look at Magic Johnson is a co-owner of the Commanders. Commanders co-owner Magic Johnson posted on social media, he's happy to hear we have traded for Laremy Tunsil. I freaking wasn't. If I was aware of that, I forgot. Wow. Okay. And the Commanders have 5 draft picks remaining: 29, 61, 127, 207, and 250. The numbers. The numbers, I guess, in the draft. The picks, the numbers, Okay, so another one, right? And I might be back with another free agent signing. Oh yeah, DJ Reed right here. This one will be upcoming. Let me click on that real quick. I have this one done as well. This one will be dropping sometime today. And look, you get the Jets. So the Jets are synced up again in that one. Look at this. Okay, remember we had trending Devontae Adams from the Jets. With that signing, Kinlaw coming from the Jets to the Commanders in this story. And here the Lions and veteran quarterback DJ Reed agree. And you see him right there again with that Jets jersey, y'all. So that'll be upcoming today as well. But for now, if I can get this, there we go. So for now, if I can get this to fix, I hope you enjoyed that breakdown and you saw these connections. Again, once you learn this code with the Gematria calculator, I mean, even without the numbers, you could see a lot of these connections right in front of your face. You just got to look at the story. You got to look at the title. You got to look at the characters. Tunsil T, Trump T, Texans T. With that connections, you get Law right there, which makes you think of Commanders and Chiefs. Think about the Kansas City Chiefs as well. But Law backwards, you get Wall, minus one L, Wall like Trump Wall. And, the Washington connection. You probably get some more connections in there, even with the New York Jets, Kinlaw coming from the Jets. You get that New York connection, Donald Trump out of New York. And there's probably more there, but Commanders agree to sign defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, acquire left tackle Laremy Tunsil from the Texans, AP source says. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate anybody who may view this video. Hopefully you can see what I see. If not, gain a little bit of knowledge. And the more you watch these videos, you should be able to learn how to break down these stories on your own, as we need more people learning this knowledge. But until next time, I appreciate y'all. Peace.